Hello, everyone, and welcome back to yet another political episode. I said election. And boy, was this a nightmare. Um, Apparently, Trump Republicans' worst nightmares are coming true, despite 1% of Republican Party members of the Republican Party denying Ronald McDaniel and saying that telling her not to run. I mean, not uh, that she shouldn't. The committee shouldn't vote for Ronald McDaniel. They do anyway. Ronald McDaniel wins the RNC chair. She's winning her fourth consecutive term. And what does this mean for the GOP? Now, should Republicans be worried? Should Republicans be concerned? Now, let's take a look here. 2023 Republican National Chairman election. It's for Ronna McDaniel. She is a very weak leader. And Republicans are kind of disappointed with the performance. They were kind of disappointed with their own committee. With they should with you'll see that Harmeet Dillon got 30%, and even old Mike Lindell got 2%. With 4. So a lot of Republicans, are very frustrated with the committee. The committee has failed to listen to the growing demand to basically the growing demand to not elect McDaniel. Majority of the GOP did not want McDaniel. 99%. 99% of Republicans objected McDaniel. I would prefer Mike Lindell, not just, I mean, it's kind of cool to have someone from Minnesota, but you can't not really elect someone just because they're from Minnesota. No, or they're from your state. Mike Lindell, it would have been very cool. I think he would have been a good leader, but Ronna McDaniel is not at all a good leader. Yes, she is pro-Trump, despite her relative heritage to, as we know, Mitt Romney, who opposes Trump, huge Trump denier. I don't know if, Romney supported his niece, and congratulated her for, and obviously Ronna's a different person than Trump is. So, but Republicans don't care if she's anti-Trump or pro-Trump. What Republicans should care about, basically, Republicans should focus on mainly on if their chairperson is going to be good or not. Will Ronald McDaniel, along with Kevin McCarthy and Mitch McConnell, work together and strike down Biden's policies and really project it all up there? Project and say, hey, this president, the incumbent president, has not been doing a good job. We need to change things. We screwed up on this, we screwed up on that, we screwed up on this. It's time to change. We need to work together. This includes rhinos, Trump supporters. We need to come together because rhinos, I can tell, I mean, McConnell blasts Biden. I don't see rhinos, they blast Biden a lot, but I say you really won't want to win. You don't want to win unless you work together. Because you can't. The rhinos and MAGA, they fight each other more than Republican Party itself fights the Democrats. This is what's leading up to this party civil war. So of course we're probably gonna lose. The GOP is probably gonna lose if it keeps going up like this. Republicans are probably gonna lose in 2024 if this keeps up like this. And now it depends. Can you beat Biden? Biden is weak. Let's remember, he's old. Okay? Number one, he's old. A lot of Americans don't want him to run. Like 60% of Americans say no. And a lot of Americans that approve Biden, they're like, no, do not run. You're too old. And no offense to Biden at all. Biden seems to be hyped up for another term in office. But Democrats, the question is, will Democrats nominate him? Well, to be clear, I have learned that there are some Democrats that actually support Biden's re-election. The news media seems to be very hyped up about it because they view it that Biden's the only one that can beat Trump. So it could go downhill for Republicans. I can see it definitely going downhill for Republicans if Biden does not get nominated by the Democrats. And, like, for instance, a Newsom versus Trump. Oh, yeah, Newsom would probably destroy Trump pretty easily. Or Newsom versus DeSantis. It'll come up close, but I think Newsom would probably win. So, of course, Democrats have the good target. They are being accused of the inflation and the war in Ukraine and the border crisis and the lack of leadership, the immigration, everything, lack of leadership, and a lot of people are turning to the Republican Party. I don't think Republicans are ready for this, and they aren't. I mean, Republicans, they can't even get their guy elected. They can't even get their Speaker of the House elected because we don't want Jack. No, not Jack. I'm thinking of the other guy, but they don't want Kevin. They want because he's a quote rhino. We want someone that appeases Trump, a good ally of Trump. And we can say, yeah, the Republican Party is very stubborn, and I agree. Very, very, very stubborn. And that stubbornness is what's going to make them lose in 2024 if they don't stand up and work together. And Republicans should be thankful, jumping up and down, because that this is not happening at the end of the year, at 2023. This is only the beginning. This is only the first month. It's January 27th. Republicans have plenty of time to correct their mistakes. Not to mention, zoom in on the other. And the thing is, Republicans need to be flexible. They cannot get all puffed up during the primaries and get all cocky during the general election. That's not how it works. You'll lose. Work together in the primaries. Don't fight each other. Work together. Primaries where Republicans are working together. And same thing with Democrats. I say the Democrats are experts at it. They know, despite having Bernie Sanders, a huge controversial radical, Democrats know how to get their person elected. Without worrying about it. They play it cool. They play the game. Republicans, rhinos and MAGAs, they keep fighting. They go headbutt each other, and after they finish headbutting each other, the little GOP civil war's over, they're tired. Because they spent so much drama headbutting each other over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and finally, primaries are done, time for the presidential race, and you're all tired. Because guess what? These are your allies. Rhinos, MAGAs, they're allies. You coexist. Coexistence. You coexist together. Yeah, you don't like Trump. Okay. Alright. Perfect. Fine. Stop to work it out like actual politicians. Work it out. Play the game. And the question is, can Ronald McDaniel play the game? Well, we can actually find out. Is Ronald McDaniel, does she want to fix America? Because pretty much half of it is all in her hands. And then the other half goes to Kevin and Mitch. So, this 2024 Republicans winning in 2024 election, it's so unknown. It is so who knows. It is tossed up into the air. A lot of people are saying, "Oh, Republicans are going to lose. Democrats are going to win the Senate and they're going to win the House and they're going to stack the Supreme Court and then they're going to have whole entire control." Well, are you one of those people? That's what I know. A lot of more statistical people are saying. There are other people that say, well, it's not over. The statistical people are saying it's over. It's done. And about this, I don't see. I know I checked in the last video, but I don't believe it. So Democrats don't elect their leader. The question is, nope, they don't. Not in this case. So yes, and yes, I would hear more about CNN with the more liberal sources. So 111 voted for McDaniel. And so, yeah, I'll be covering more information. What do you guys think? And of course, United States right now, they have to be concerned in the Kentucky, Mississippi, and Louisiana elections because Kentucky is going to be a little hard because Governor Bashar is a super good governor. He's very influential. He has very, very strong support in Kentucky, despite being the most conservative state out of the three. Kentucky is hard for Republicans. Says that Governor Bashar has an approval rating of 59%. The question is, will 59%, and that's most Republicans, go out and vote for Bashar's re-election? Will abortion be an issue in Kentucky? Because I know that there was a lot of pro-choice Kentuckians who wanted Kentucky to be pro-choice, to allow abortion. So, tough luck for Republicans again. Mitch, McConnell, Kevin McCarty, and then what's his face? And yeah, Rich McConnell, Kevin McCarty, and Ronald McDaniel. They are now the three of them are back in, despite majority of them receiving huge backlash by the whole party. The question is, can the GOP pick up their leadership? Some say the GOP, well, if they can win the House, they can win the presidency. And that's true. That is true to a point. Because let's remember, Republicans won the popular vote in both Senate, the U.S. Senate, and House of Representative House races. They both won the popular vote and lost the popular vote in the gubernatorial races by like 0.8%. So, and and let's remember, Democrats, yeah, it's not going to be a blue wave too. It's not at all going to be a blue wave in 2024. So people are saying, oh, it's going to be a blue wave and Democrats are going to do so good. Nope. I mean, it was not a blue wave in 2022. If people that say it's a blue wave, I strongly disagree with you. Because if it was a blue wave, Republicans wouldn't have won the House. And Democrats wouldn't have lost in the popular vote in the House and Senate elections. Yeah, they obtained the Senate. That's all they did. Along with flipping other states, other Senate seats. But so it's probably gonna be like a 2000 sort of situation, like what it's looking like right now. But the question is, can the current GOP leaders lead? Can they lead and do their job? Anyway, thank you all for watching this controversial video. But once again, I'll see you guys in the next political episode.